Alright, when last we left, I had just gotten the quest to go find that missing Moldavite. But because we're here, we're going to do a few other things in town. Because right now we can. And Sasau here is pretty much the biggest town, city, or whatever. And can I get over? Nope. Oh, we'll just cheat.
Henry!
Henry! Here!
Henry!
This actually sets up a big, long chest coin
Fritz, you're alive.
with two of your friends from town.
You can't get rid of us that easily.
I'm almost surprised how happy I am to see the pair of you are all right.
We are now, but we barely made it.
Yeah, it was hard. Fritz ran like a little girl.
Really? Bollocks! Bloody joker.
Tell us what happened to you.
They gave me a pretty good thrashing as well. It was only in Rat-Eye that I got back in my right mind.
You're not doing too well either, are you?
Right now, I'm a squire for Sir Radzig.
I see you've worked your way up.
And how are you two getting by?
It's shit.
You said it. We're still chopped off to bits. Owe the monastery a bundle. And there's no work here.
Not for anyone with more than half a brain, anyway.
Well, you two and work never got along. But don't tell me that they're not in need of carpenters. They're reconstructing the monastery.
They don't want us there.
And there's nothing else around here.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to know of anything?
It will really help us out right now.
Well, I can ask around, but I'm not promising anything.
Thanks, Henry.
We'll pay off the debt. Don't you worry.
What other neighbors of ours made it?
Your hunker's in the monastery. That girl really helped us out. That's about all we know. When we ran for it, we helped Teresa. But who knows where she is now? We got separated.
I owe my life to Teresa. She hauled me unconscious to the mill in Rat-Eye and nursed me back to health.
I'm glad she survived. Since you know her so well, why not try asking her if she knows about any work?
And where would they hire you to?
Well, we were carpenters in the mines, so wherever they work with wood, I suppose. Forget about construction. After Skalitz, no one will be building for a long time. Just here in Sasau, and they don't want us here. The best chance we have is to work at a mill. People always have to eat. Ideally, we're looking for a job that pays a lot and doesn't require much work. See you later.
And yeah, those guys are kind of... are a bit of a ne'er-do-wells. They're not exactly... I mean, they're not horrible people. They're just... kind of... Okay. This is Sasau. So this is one of the things I really like about the way this game is. So I'm gonna... This is the blacksmith that he was talking about.
The sun sets out across the sky, loses his way to the 40 light. Gutenberg is far, far away, Gutenberg is far here I stay. My breath is short, my feet are sore, I buy a horse that I abhor. The sun may burn, the sun may shine, but you'll not wither, darling mine. Now, the sun he hides behind a cloud. His heat goes cold and his fire goes out.
You drown the fishing boat its neck, lay down upon the deck. Fry your fish, fish heads best, fishy thighs and fishy breast.
So,
Good day to you. What do you need?
now you heard all the song that you're gonna have to
They say you're the best blacksmith in the whole region. That metal you've tempered never breaks.
Ah, nothing but old wives' tales. Of course some of my pieces have broken, but only ever here, at the smithy.
No one's ever returned anything for you to rework, though, have they?
Not that I recall, but I can't remember everything.
Father was a blacksmith all my life. He always stoked up the furnace till it roared gently, and you could smell the heated iron. Then he plunged it into the water, and that was that.
What gently humming furnace are you on about? Have you ever actually been...
I've heard it said that you're a warlock.
What? Why the fuck would they say that?
They say when you temper steel, you chant spells, and then nothing of yours ever breaks.
Spells? That's a good one. It's no spell, just a rhyme to time myself so I don't hold the steel hair too long.
I'd like to ask you about the tempering process.
And I'd say I've nothing much to tell you. You just need an eye for it and a furnace.
So that's why I'm curious just how you go about it.
Look, I learnt it from my father. May he rest in peace. And I don't mean to share our secret with anyone.
So it's a family formula.
Actually, yes, it is. And that's how it's going to stay.
Let's stop talking.
I'll be with you.
let's see, what does he have, if anything? Decorated kettle. That probably could have gone better. Next time I do, well, not going to do that again in this playthrough, but I need to remember to go and grab a, like a bard potion or something before I come talk to him. I do also like that they're showing like new construction here. You got your boards. Those are probably going to be used for bracings. You got probably going to be support beams. Let's see, this is this is the one of the general goods stores. Honestly, you got a bunch of stores along the main drag here. Some of them are just that, they're houses. Actually have an outhouse here or there. Not as many as you should, but at least you have some. Oh yeah, so this is the armorer's place, and this armorer is actually okay. It's just his. And that's the workshop. He
Good
has.
health to you.
He a lot like the armor in there has a lot of different do like the look of those. The Ansberg plate, Maddenberg plate's the best. Riveted pauldrons. The dyed Bavarian. Let's see, what is the best? Actually, I think I have to go to and I'll come back later on. And they have the big stalls.
Salami, sausages, meat of all shapes, sizes, and flavors.
I believe this is the scribe. So here's a church. Taylor. He's right here.
I'm honoured that a nice.
Yeah, you also have a bunch of different fancy shirts. Long linen shirt. Yeah, that's another thing that is really nice about the layering system in this. You can actually just go and a lot of the armor, it takes up the same spot as other things, but you can then layer yourself like it really would have been. What is that? The nobleman's hat. I love the nobleman's hat. That big old pointy prow of a front. Which are probably the best. Yeah. I can't remember who sells the dang arming jackets. Might be the guy back in Rattay.
Yeah.
You got your church. As you go by. Oh, come on. I know this is a shop right here. I guess you have to be within a certain radius of the person who actually does the sales. Okay. So this is the cobbler's place. Oh, that's right. This is one of the brawling places.
I want to get better at.
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right. Now, pig.
A lot of these places are actually pretty good for earning some money once you get the hang of combat. And this is the Tanners. Now what we need to do we'll go get that Moldavite. Because now we's gonna go back to Lady Stephanie, finish that off, get our reward, probably do the horse quest as well. A grocer. The baker. There's the tavern. The swordsmith. Or the weaponsmith. This is the butcher's. And then there's... That's the baths right there.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, there's baths in several of the major cities. And at least 2 of them actually have, like, relatable quest stuff. Some of them don't have anything happening in them, but this is one of the ones that doesn't. Now, oh yeah, might as well do that too. So yeah, this is kind of built as a fortress monastery. I mean, it's a moat, it's not filled with water, but it's closed off here. I do like the secondary secondary what do you call it? Oh, we can talk to him as well. Stonemasons, the stonemason. Where is the... Yeah, we'll just start talking to the stonemason. Oh, I think this is the guy we want to talk to. No, custodian's brother Porter. Maybe we talk to him.
I've been sent here from Talmberg. I'm to speak with the one responsible for construction.
Gotta be the master builder. Or with our brother, the overseer. What matter is it you're here about?
It has to do with the stone for construction.
Ah, then that's a matter of supply. You'll want to talk to the overseer. He knows more about that sort of thing. His study is right above us, more or less. Go up the steps to the left and then head back in this direction, almost the whole way. May the Lord watch over you.
And no. I could have sworn that's where the overseer was. But that is a... Maybe this was the overseer's office. Is he a stonemason? He's a regular stonemason.
Mind out.
So, Ah, everybody's going home. That's what's going on. Everybody's going to wherever they're going to sleep. Actually, at this time, they're probably going to the... They're probably going to the pub. Well... Probably? Maybe? May have to stay here overnight just to finish up that quest. In the meantime, I think I'll go look for that Moldavite. Now that Moldavite went missing someplace over here. So I'm just going to follow this road and see where it takes me. And I need to go down one. So there should be another road down this way. And there it is. Oh, there was a cut down. So I'm in the search area, and now you can see, hey, look, that looks like somebody's wagon. I do like this because you can go, somebody got killed here. And they were very definitely dragged this way. I know we're going to have some... Oh, look. Bandits.
Hey, who's there? What's going on there? What the hell was that?
What are you doing here?
Over here!
Fire of life, are you?
Where is everyone? Quick!
Is that all you got? You'll pay for that.
Hey! All of you gather! Raise the alarm! Get over here!
Over here! Where is everyone? Quick! God damn!
Come on. You want to try to hit me?
You'll get what for? Haircut.
Oh my god. Apparently they both got driven off by being beaten up. Okay, let's see. Here we go. I'm kind of surprised I couldn't kill him by beating him over the head with a warhammer. Although, apparently, I'm not powerful enough to do this right now. Oh, yep. There's the Moldavite. We'll loot him. I mean, how good are these? Charisma 10, 6, and 2. Eh.
What's that? What's going on there?
And let's see. Warhammer spiked, minimum strength 7. Oh no, minimum strength 8. Oh, that's right, because I probably bought it. I probably looked at it in town. So what I'll do is I'll put that with my horse. I'll equip this. This black shield is nowhere near as good. Okay, let's see. Linen shirt. Braze hose. Nothing really there. Well, let's do a little of that. 2 damage to repair. Fix my boots. I forgot. I got a bunch of other stuff. Cloths, glass. That was kind of funny. Oh. In all honesty, I don't need to do much else here. It starts getting dark quick. Now I'll head back to town. I'll probably have to take care of the Moldavite tomorrow.
Yeah.
I mean, was it a ring? Was it something else? That's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when you're whenever you go into any of the menus, it kind of keeps you moving for a second, even though it does stop time. And we'll just bypass him. Having a horse makes it much easier. You got your farms out on the outskirts.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm at your service.
Can I sleep?
Aye. For how long?
How about if I...
Sure.
That's quite a lot. Can we discuss the price? Agree?
Well, you'll like it here. Good luck to you.
Again, we get a bed. I believe it's this one. Nope. Is it this one? Nope. Must be the center one. Yeah, it's the center one. Is there anything I got here that I want to throw in there? And not at the moment. Actually, what I do want to do I don't need that many. When I get back over there tomorrow, I'm going to have some other quests to do. Do I still have the book? That's the one I want. Now, I was just saying, well, why do I want to read that? Well, once you read the entire book, it's actually pretty good because, if I remember correctly, that's going to increase my strength. You've improved strength, and I got a new level in reading. That goes back to the horse. Now I'm going to go to sleep. We'll get up when it's bright, and then we'll work from there. I think I'm still strength. Yeah, I'm still strength 7 normally. But let's see. Sit. And I've overeaten. And here's the blacksmiths. And the blacksmiths aren't in yet. Right.
Yeah.
Can I take a...
What's got into you, boy? The ground's in... Take care now.
For a brief second, we'll take a look at the battlements here. I mean, we run down here. You've got a hoarding protecting the top of you. These things are taller than me. And here, private area. Okay. Nobody important at the moment.
Mind out.
He took a turn.
He did. But I didn't want to upset the old woman by chasing him for it. No. Mind out!
You've got no...
Oh, wait. That's right. One of them is in this room right here. Either the overseer or the master. I can't remember who this guy is. Smola.
I'm looking for whoever's in charge here.
The construction's led by Master Builder Corel. You'll recognize him easily enough. He's the only one who doesn't look like a labourer. But if you want to talk to the overseer, then he's probably in his study at the top of the stairs in the gatehouse.
I cannot talk to him at the moment. Okay, then I definitely have to go back to the overseer's office. I guess it really is the overseer's office. It's just... Oh, the overseer. That makes it easy.
You should come to me.
I've come in the name of Sir Divish. I'd like to have a look around the spot where the accident happened.
And why is Sir Divish interested in that regrettable accident?
He'd like to know what role the masonry had in it, or at least its quality.
I guess it played a crucial role. But I don't intend to stand in the way of your investigation. I've already made sure the poor man was well taken care of, and that's enough for me.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Who's in charge of...
Mainly it's me. I pay the fees and make arrangements for delivery. But those in charge of the actual building take care of the rest. I'm not knowledgeable when it comes to the quality of stone. They had the red stone delivered from a long way off.
They take care of storage as well.
Yes, but usually whatever arrives is used up straight away. The construction is in full progress.
Do you remember when they brought the last delivery of stone?
Yes, it rained a lot that week, so they let the carriage sit right outside of the gate on the other side of the wall. It took some time before it was dry enough for further transport.
And there wasn't anything strange about it?
A little strange, I suppose. Usually they bring us a large block of stone, which the builders cut to size. But this time it was a number of smaller pieces. No one complained. They probably saw it as less work.
I heard that you were late with your payment to the Townburg quarry.
That's true. We ourselves had late payments, and it took some time before we gathered enough money to pay. But that's happened in the past. Good luck to you.
Let's see if we can find... Yep. Okay, yeah, we can go get a question from him in a minute. For the porter. Yeah, there's a lot of weird empty space around here. And if you have good enough lockpicking, a way into the monastery that isn't standard. Where is it? Maybe I'll talk to the master builder after all. I don't actually know where this accident place. Okay, I'm here. Is that it? Is that all I can do here? Or maybe now I can actually talk to the dude. But he's not in here. Oh no, here he is.
I am at your service.
The Overseer sent me. You're to show me the place where the accident happened.
Like I've got time to spare to show you round. He should have done it himself. Why do you want to know, anyway?
Because of the Talmberg stone. If they really are delivering poor quality material, then there should be consequences.
I'd be interested in what kind. But I'm guessing the Overseer likes the idea of cheaper stone, right?
And have you noticed anything else going on?
Of course. It's a construction site. Things are always going wrong. The men are always complaining and the work isn't being done fast enough.
So it's just like any other building work?
Essentially, yes. Occasionally someone brings in bad wood or a man cuts off his thumb and blames it on a bad omen. And then there's all these rumors going round.
I'd be interested to know what the men talk about.
Who's been stealing, which men from the monastery go to visit women, how the work's going, normal things. It's only the talk about the curse that's not in the normal run of things. And then there's that devil's skull they dug up.
Who's stealing? Could someone be stealing the stone?
According to the rumors, everyone, from the abbot and the custodian down to the lowest laborer. It's like with whores and dice. There's no protection against slander. And something gets lost here and there, that's true. But nobody stole any stone. There wouldn't be any left if every man here started helping himself, would there?
You talked about the devil's skull.
I did. They say it was found in the hole dug for the foundation of the scaffolding. They moved it so it would do its harm elsewhere. But I wasn't there to see it, so I don't know.
And who might know more?
Shouldn't you be investigating the stone? Leszek's in charge of the scaffolding, so ask him if you really have to know. He might tell you something.
Where's the scene of the accident?
It didn't happen on the main site. It was at the outbuilding next to the church, right under the long stairs before the entrance door. Ask my assistant who's in charge there. You'll easily recognize him. He dresses up like he owns the place. Take care now.
All right, there we go.
Can you tell me something about the poor wretch with the broken head?
Yadek, he was a decent person. You could rely on him. He was honest, went to church. Why do you want to know?
Did he have any enemies? Somebody who would want to...
Kill him? You think someone threw that stone block on his head? If you're looking for the culprit, then have a look at the stone.
Who's in charge of the place where the accident happened?
Me. I watch over everything here, and when necessary, I go to see my master. He's kept busy enough with the construction of the church.
And are you responsible for checking the stone?
Yes. We tested what load they could handle and how much they crumbled during dressing. But some of them must have been more weathered than we thought.
Where were you when it happened?
I'm not even sure. Somewhere else. I ran over when I heard the screaming, and they were already taking him away.
Did you notice anything suspicious?
No, I didn't. These things happen with great building works. It wasn't the first time, and God forgive me for saying it, but it won't be the last.
Now I should have... Okay, so the stone outbuilding. Stonemason and Leshek. There we go.
I'll be with you.
I heard you found...
It's true. I dug it up during work. I then ran away with it and got rid of it so the others wouldn't see. But rumors spread anyway.
And what was it that nobody was supposed to see?
What do you think? A demon skull.
Here, on holy ground, in the middle of the monastery.
But it was outside the monastery walls.
Where exactly? Is there anything else there worth seeing?
Nothing but scaffolding. We started digging there to set foundations for extending it.
And are you sure it was a devil's skull?
I know what I saw. I can recognize a human skull, and this one had horns, like the devil. Besides, that thing gave off a diabolical stink.
And where is it now? What did you do with it?
I was taking it down to the river to throw it in. Only I dropped it at the top of the slope and it rolled downhill. The devil alone knows where it ended up.
I'll see if I can find it.
May the Lord watch over you.
I'm honored that you should come to me.
Did you see the accident that happened here?
I didn't see it. I was down at the bottom and I heard something rumble and then screams. I ran up and helped to carry him out.
Did you notice anything suspicious?
When they left, there was a terrible stench. We were being punished for digging up that skull. God be with you.
I mean, you expect there to be like a bloodstain or something where it happened. So in the meantime, I'm going to go... skip. Another skip. Get me some honey.
It looks genuine, but I'm not capable of judging.
Let's see. Throw stuff in the... Is it really? Oh yeah, that's... just enough. I should probably move those to the horse too. Don't need the moonshine right now. Next time I go to sleep, I'll have the moonshine. Oh, here's where it happened.
This has to be the stone that hit him. I'll take a piece of it. Maybe someone will recognize it.
Okay, now we can... yeah. Alright, now we got all that stuff out of the way. We go talk to the knacker, we go talk to a blacksmith. You'll get a lot of stuff done. First stop, we'll give the Moldavite to this guy. He'll say, "Come back tomorrow with my Moldavite, to get the crown." At least I think he will. And I don't know what it is, but the physics of this particular staircase are kind of off. I can't just go up the stairs. I have to kind of hop and jump and do other
Good day
stuff.
to you. About that Moldavite we discussed.
Yes. Do you have some news?
Yes. The good news is I found Vizek.
That sounds like cause for rejoicing, but how come he isn't with you?
That's the bad news. He didn't survive.
Merciful God. He was a good and highly respected man. I will pray for his soul. Anyway, let me see the stone, if you would be so kind.
Of course. Here it is.
Excellent. It looks undamaged. I'll get straight to work. You can come for the finished crown tomorrow evening. May the Lord watch over you.
Yeah.
Blacksmith and his father here. Now I can go through some of this stuff that I don't need. I'll sell these to him. Keep all the... Which one's this?
Good day to you.
Get rid of the shield. The shirt. I need the preserver potion. This is where I get to sell a whole bunch of stuff to him.
I'd like to just... Naturally.
What do you...
I'd almost shake on. Aye.
Now,
The Lord watch over you.
get him to repair this. Oh, that's cheap. I'm fine with that. Vitus.
Yeah.
So far, that's why. I don't need to turn there.
Yeah.
Need to go around here to go into town.
Why?
What's that?
I might as well fix this one. All right. Yeah, that one perk basically has you getting up in the middle of the night and reading a few pages, so that once you start reading a book, you can finish it up faster. And the Gravedigger is the knacker.
I found this skull. People are saying it's the skull of a demon, but I don't know.
It certainly looks like it, with the horns and all. Well, let's see. Those are deer antlers that someone's fixed to this human skull. It's not a devil, just a bit of devilry.
I'm glad to hear it's not the real thing. Someone must have put it there deliberately, knowing that's where they were due to dig.
And they put a lot of work into it too. The horns are held on tight, even though it was lying in water. Whoever did this was skilled bugger, and no mistake. Take care now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is a whole quest line, and since I'm here, I have to wait for the Moldavite to be placed. I'm gonna start running these quest lines for them because you can get a lot of stuff done. Nope. Now, you've noticed that they have basically 4 smiths in town. You have an armor smith, you have a weaponsmith, and you have 2 just general blacksmiths. All of that is actually kind of, well, it's a little excessive for what the size of the town is supposed to be like. Not a lot excessive, mind you, just a little. Okay, here we go. Master Carol.
Service. The skull is a fake. Someone fixed horns on a human skull.
But where would they get a human skull? And why would they do it?
Maybe to frighten the workers? Raise the price?
But that wouldn't help anyone. It had to be some idiot's idea of a prank. An idiot who was nearly responsible for getting a man killed. Good luck to you.
While we're here,
Johanka?
Henry?
I'm glad to see you.
Me too. I heard that you're doing well.
Well, that depends.
You're alive. So you're doing well.
What's happening here? Oh my god. Philip and... they're all...
Yes. Where do you think the wounded ended up?
Actually, I had no idea.
Well, now you know. Me and Nicodemus have been trying to keep things under control since Skalitz was raised. Just the 2 of us.
So can I help at all?
Certainly. We can always use an extra pair of hands here. And it's been like that since the beginning.
I was in a bad way myself back then. They took me to Rat-Eye unconscious, and I needed a healer. How is everyone holding up? What can I do?
Holding up? People here are dying, usually needlessly, and I can't do anything about it. We don't have enough food or space or anyone who's willing to help us.
Doesn't anyone help you with nursing these people? You've got scholars all around you.
Scholars, maybe, but they leave the healing up to God. Nicodemus is trying, but everything he knows is from his books.
Can I have a look at them myself? I know a little about healing.
Do you now? And what would you do if you burnt yourself at the forge?
First, you have to cool it down with water. Marigold ointment helps, and it's better if you don't bind it and let it breathe.
You do know what you're talking about. Looks like blacksmiths know about more than just pulling teeth.
Pulling teeth? Nothing to it. As long as you don't squeeze the pincers too hard and crush them.
Well, go and see if anyone needs anything. Just don't go pulling anyone's teeth.
Doesn't the monastery care for them?
They give us some food for them and a place to sleep, but I wouldn't say they help exactly. More like they just tolerate us.
Do you have enough food?
Enough to survive, maybe. But convalescents need feeding up.
Maybe if I brought some meat, some game, that would strengthen them up.
That would be a great help.
Anything else you need?
Look around.
Well, it is a little crowded.
Crowded? I've had to leave some of the sick lying in the open air, even at night. And have you seen what they're lying on?
I'll try to negotiate better conditions with the monastery.
I tried that, out loud. They just nod their heads, but don't move a muscle.
And how are you doing? You're the only woman here, alone in the monastery.
Some of the monks speak to me, but other people act like I don't exist. Too bad the custodian isn't one of those.
Is the custodian causing you problems?
All the time. Apparently he has a wife somewhere, but that doesn't stop him. He's constantly strutting around in front of me.
And, what else?
What do you mean, what else? He's invited me to his home.
I could do something about it, if you liked.
No, I can deal with him. The last thing I need is you going around threatening people. It won't help me, and it definitely won't help the refugees.
Why is there a guard outside?
He's here because of me.
Because of you?
Yes. There was one time I just had enough of it all, of the way they treat us, and I almost slapped one of... But that doesn't matter.
What can you tell me about the custodian?
He's supposed to be in charge of all the guards and the security of the monastery. But really, he has a say in pretty much everything, including supplies. And that's why he probably thinks he can do whatever he wants.
All right, that's all I need to know.
Look, Henry, I know I can speak harshly, but I'm at the end of my tether. Last week, Bohuslav died. Maybe you knew him. And nobody even blinked an eye. We desperately need help.
I'll do whatever's in my power. He's not reacting. But all I can see that's wrong with him is his leg. I have to ask Johanka. These wounds have been well taken care of. Everything here is fine. He'll be able to get out of this on his own.
What?
You look all right?
Mostly, but my leg still hurts.
Did the humans wound you?
That's what I tell the ladies. Truth is, I did myself a mischief while I was running away.
And do they rebandage it for you?
Occasionally. They told me they don't have enough bandages.
Well, that's no use. Those bandages need changing. I've got bandages, so I can take care of it.
Wonderful. Could you tell Brother Nicodemus?
I can do it myself.
I thought you were a blacksmith.
A long time ago. But unfortunately, I've had to learn a thing or two about the art of medicine since then.
Well, fine then. God be with you. Huh? Shit. What's going on?
How are you feeling?
Good. It feels clean. Hope it helps.
It will. Tell them to rebandage you daily. You have the bandages here.
Thank you very much, Henry.
Don't mention it.
Farewell.
I can't sleep again.
What do you want?
You're not from Skalitz?
No, but please help me. I can't stay here.
What happened to you?
I was working on the building when the scaffolding up by the roof collapsed underneath me.
Well, and you're very lucky you survived at all.
Yes, that's what everyone tells me. But it's no use being alive if all I can do is lie here like a wet sack of barley.
Well, you're pretty battered, but I don't see anything that a few weeks' rest can't fix.
Weeks? My God, I have to get back to work sooner than that.
What's the problem? Why can't you stay until you heal?
I have a family. I'm poor. It's only thanks to the building work that we can survive. And the master told me, if I don't come back in a few days, then I shouldn't come back at all. And where can me and my wife go then? Who'll take us in? We'll end up living in the woods, where any bandit or ruffian can set on us.
Is there anything I can do to help? It looks like they took care of your wounds.
When I was little, my father got trampled on by a horse, and an old hag from the village gave him some kind of purple herbs for it. And he got better very quickly.
And do you remember what the herbs were?
I don't. But there's supposed to be the whole cursed knowledge of the world in this place. Something has to be written about it. A herbarium. Anything.
I'll try to find something.
Thank you. Thank you.
Take care now.
I'm not needed here.
Christ above! I can't get a wink of sleep.
What are you making such a fuss about?
A fuss? Because of my leg, I have to stay here for at least another week. Hurts like fuck. And with everyone else moaning and groaning all night, I can't get any sleep.
Maybe I can make you something to help you sleep.
Oh, then for God's sake, do it quickly.
May the Lord watch over you.
He'll be able to get out of this on his own. Philip, from Skalitz. I don't see any wounds, but he's shaking terribly. These wounds have been well taken care of. These wounds have been well taken care of. He just needs to sleep.
Yeah, after all that, you find out who needs what, and you go talk to her about the two that you don't...
God! What have you been doing?
What's wrong with that man by the altar? He doesn't look wounded, but he's really pale and doesn't react at all.
He had a broken leg. A bad one. The bone had come right through the skin. We tried to straighten it, but I don't know if we did it right. I'm not holding out much hope for him. I've seen folk in that state before, and it didn't end well.
My God! There has to be something we can do.
And what do you suggest? The monks won't help, and I don't know anyone else who can.
What about the executioner from Ratai? He usually breaks bones, but he might know something about mending them too.
The executioner? Even if you could persuade him to come, they'll never let him in here.
Well, maybe it would be enough if he advised me and then I tried...
Look, do whatever you want. I have to go and take care of the others.
What happened to Philip?
Poor man. There was nothing wrong with him, and now he's getting worse every day.
But do you know why?
Maybe. He didn't run away from Skalitz, you see. He hid for days among the corpses. If he got poisoned.
But what can we do?
Us? Nothing. Only Father Simon might have been able to save him. He knew a lot about poisons.
And where is he?
You know he left Skalitz years ago.
And does anyone know where he ended up?
If you believe the stories about a wild man in the woods, then Rovnar is the place to go.
One of the sick men, Semek, is complaining about pain and the fact he can't work. He says he...
Semek? Is he one of our people?
No, he's a construction worker. He's bruised and confined to...
Henry, for God's sake, our neighbors are dying here. Your friends. There isn't time to waste on some construction workers' bruises. Oh, honestly, what were you thinking?
Listen, all I need to find out is the name of a herb.
Then go and look it up in a book. You've got your own herbarium, haven't you? Take care.
Now we talked
You're
about
the
the
one who's in
Nicodemus.
charge of the wounded.
Yes, I'm the infirmarius here. Time was I only had a few elderly monks who couldn't walk to take care of. Now I have this mess to deal with.
Monks so old they can't hold themselves up with their own legs.
Oh, if that were the only bodily function they could control. But I shouldn't talk like that. It's a blessing to live to such an age.
How are the wounded?
Some of them are well taken care of. But others are dying here needlessly. It's a good thing we have Johanka here. I'd never be able to manage on my own.
So you don't normally treat the wounded then?
Well, there were accidents, of course. A broken leg, someone who'd been kicked by a cow or bitten by a goat. But this, I've never dealt with the carnage of battle before.
If only it had been a battle. This was cold-blooded slaughter.
You were there? God be merciful to you and the dead and the wounded.
How can I help you?
Have you talked to Johanka?
I did.
Well, if you know something about it, then go and take a look. However, you don't look like you've studied the Hippocratic arts.
That's true. I'm the son of a blacksmith. But I have been around the wounded before. What do I do if I'm not sure of the treatment?
Come and speak to me. We'll see what we can do.
What do you think about the custodian?
Baron von Berg? Well, he does his job well. He keeps us safe here. And the last time I saw him was when I was rubbing ointment on his rash.
I heard he's been here a lot lately.
That's true. He comes to visit Johanka. But he's never here long, and he always leaves unsatisfied.
Thank you. Do you know anything about herbs?
I'm not an expert, but I know a little something. Is it urgent?
Well, one of the workers who was injured during construction would like to get back to work. He mentioned some purple flowers that would...
Herbs.
Oh, purple herbs that should help.
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but you can have a look in the herbarium here. There won't be too many purple herbs for bruises and sprains.
How about some potion to induce heavy sleep?
Certainly. The old reliable.
Reliable?
Some of the brothers like a good sleep, and sometimes that's the only way to get one. I'll show you how.
Thanks.
All right. So, before you saw the saw this to see what we need. So we need a poppy, herb paris, and thistle with oleum.
Quite
poppy, boil, thistle, boil, then herb Paris. I think I got all of that. But I also it also has the herbarium. And so now we look for that purple herb that we need so much. Mint. Comfrey. That was what we needed. Do I have any comfrey? I do. I'll just grab 20. We'll give that to him.
Yeah. Hopefully I have.
I just need to give him one.
With any luck, I'll soon be feeling better. If you find the time, stop by to see me in a few days. God be with you.
Now we can make the lullaby. Thistle, herb Paris. Oh, I can't even remember what the third one was. I'd never be able to memorize it all. Lullaby. Poppy, thistle, and... oh. Poppy. This time we'll set it up correctly. Now, I do like the fact that it tells you if you're actually ready to prepare it. If you have everything you need. 1 herb Paris, 1 thistle, 1 poppy. Oil, poppy, boil, thistle, boil, and then herb Paris.
Can't sleep again.
And then if I need to come back, I can always do it here. So it goes. Poppy, thistle, herb Paris. Wait for the heat to go down.
I can't sleep again.
I'll make one more just in case.
I can't sleep again.
Now, the way that they did this, obviously I kind of like it from the whole immersion bit, because honestly, it is pretty immersive to have you sitting there and just be like, okay, I'm going to put this in, then I'm going to heat it, then I'm going to turn and do this. But at the same time, after, if you're trying to make a bunch of stuff, it becomes, well, it becomes kind of, aggravating after a while, simply for how long it takes. Now, you do.
Can't. I just can't.
Okay, I have two lullaby potions. So now, you can shut up and go to sleep.
I've got something for you.
Really?
Drink this, and you'll fall straight to sleep.
Oh, thank you.
Dear Mistress Johanka, I come again in admiration of your selfless dedication. I would like to invite you to a fine banquet at my palace. You certainly have earned... What business have you here, fellow? Who let you in?
I'm taking care of the wounded, as I'm sure you're aware.
Ah. Well then, run along and take care of them, and let me talk to Johanka. You're not needed here.
Wouldn't it be better to have the banquet here, Custodian?
What?
If you won't give the sick anything else, couldn't you at least hold the banquet here?
Nobody's going to talk to me that way. Lock him up for the night and let him learn some manners.
Oh well, that was worth trying, and now I've been stuck in jail. I find it funny that I didn't get sleep. I mean, when you're stuck in jail, you probably would get some sleep. I can understand being hungry. Got all my stuff back, so let's... eat some food. Oh well.
Could do with a bite to eat.
I think I can still get food from... Nope, I can't. Gotta go to a different one. This is the evening I get this is the day I get the Moldavite. Then the day after I'll probably be right back. let's see if we got ourselves a butcher right now. Is he the butcher? The butcher. Does he have food? Yes, he does. I can buy food from him. Cracklins. I'll buy some cracklins and a couple salami. Wow, cracklins are expensive. I'll just buy the salami. I'm sleepy. Well, I'll run around and get stuff done today. Let's see, what do I got left? Still only half left to level 7. I do have another speech. Let's see, troubadour. I want empathetic, so I have a good idea of what I'm dealing with from now on. And let's... Oh, let's see. Salted and smoked. Cured or cooked food will spoil slower, which isn't bad. Water of life. You get intoxicated by your healing potions, but they do more, which is nice. And Witcher. And yeah, it's fun. You just get to drink more potions. So... I don't drink enough potions. I think that's a thing. I'm going to take salted and smoked. Honestly, I try to be in a situation where I don't need the... where I don't need that... I don't need that. So... let's do something smart.
Yeah.
Now that we've eaten, we'll take an hour or two to recover, since we apparently can't rest while we're in jail. Funnily enough, I know. And then we'll work from there. Let's see, I have a book right now. I should grab the book. I'll read it, at least for an hour. Then I can take a couple hours of rest, which I'll get some more progress on it. And be relatively good soon. Let's check that. Buffs. Released prisoner. I need to remember to go back into town and get me a cobbler's kit or two to repair my boots.
Yeah.
Let's see, where's the stuffed up Poppin' Jay? Need to talk to him as well. Oh, he's right here. It's Mola.
You know the head they found near the scaffolding?
What about it?
Someone put it there on purpose. After they stuck horns on it to make it look sinister.
What a ridiculous thing to do. Who's responsible? And where did he find the skull?
I don't know. But I'll try to find out. Have you seen Leszek, the scaffolder?
I saw him. What do you want with him?
I want to talk to him about the head he dug up.
Really? That's interesting.
Why?
He asked me to meet him on the scaffolding tonight, so he can tell me something important. Said he wanted to confess something.
So he did have something to do with the skull. I knew it.
Maybe. But I'd wager someone made him do it. He doesn't seem the type to come up with something like that on his own. I'm planning to go and meet him. Will you come with me?
It will be safer with the two of us. I'll go.
Very well. We'll meet at night. If I'm not down at the bottom, then look for me at the top.
All right.
Alright, that gets me. Let's check the quest logs here. To gain vengeance in the house of God, find the origin of faulty stone in God's hands. Decorative trowel, tricks of the trade. Alright, so we've got all of that. I don't have anything to do till the evening. So what I'm going to do... I'm going to get on my horse. And I'm going to go into these woods. I'm going to get some meat. And I'm going to, well, steal some food. Now, I don't know how often... There's a camp? Huh. There's a camp nearby here. So it's back down the... Oh. Yeah, camp. Okay, I'm well fed now. Nobody here at the camp. Pick the lock. Might as well. And, ooh, I've leveled lockpicking. I might need that for something, but that's about it, really. So now we'll go into the forest and go looking for something to hunt. Burned up old house. Yeah, whenever you find stuff like this, it's always a good idea to look around it, see if you find anything. No, it's just a house that got burnt down. Now I get to look for game. Hello there. Come back here. 97, not quite enough. I should have a bunch of... Actually, first thing I should do, move that all to the horse. No, honestly, probably just go. No, see, 97. I'll probably go buy a little bit of meat from that butcher because 3 pieces of meat is a lot. And then I'll have to. And let's put all this meat in my artery. Probably not do well with that at all. Now, some people actually do this, but that way. Yeah, I do it first. Does the butcher just constantly go back and forth between there?
I'm honored that a knight. May the Lord watch over you.
We'll grab some chicken. And grab the horse.
Yeah.
Now we take all this stuff from the horse.
Henry.
I brought some meat.
Thank you, Henry. Rich food will definitely help.
Tell me more. All right. That custodian Sebastian is really obnoxious.
He can be unpleasant, but in his own way. I don't know.
You can't be serious.
What's that supposed to mean? At least he was here, unlike you, the whole time. And anyway, mind your own business. Goodbye.
Yep, let's see, Brother Elias. I
You
can't
saved
remember.
me. You've no idea what you've done for me. Oh, God, thank you.
I didn't do that much.
You did more than anyone else here. I'm sorry, I've got no money to repay you, but I can tell you a secret. How workers like me keep up back-breaking labor day after day.
Oh yeah, that's right. He tells you secrets about working, and it gives you vitality. Running speed is not the best thing. Yeah, the hunting, whenever you get levels in hunting, it gets you better abilities at things like skinning, getting other things off of him. Let's see, so I've done that. Still recovering from being in jail. Sebastian, or Brother Nicodemus, does he have the,
I'd like to learn a bit of everything.
Can you now?
I do.
In that case, you've come to the right place. Go to the herb garden, take a good look at what's growing there.
Clear.
Not so fast. Have I even told you what I consider a weed? Those plants have their use, but they've no business growing among the euphrasia and the mentha, or anywhere else in that garden for that matter.
I see.
Once you've cleared the garden of weeds, come back. And woe betide you if you pull up anything but weeds.
Don't worry.
Take care now.
Might as well do the weeding quest. The weeding quest is pretty simple. All you got to do is go to his garden. His garden's down here. Pull out all the nettles and dandelions and thistles. Because I've been going around and leveling, I pull stuff out at a pretty wide range. So I'm less likely to cause an issue because there's fewer of them. Grab more nettles, thistles, dandelions. The really nice thing is, you know, it's a nuisance quest almost, but what you do get out of it is actually a bunch of herbalism training. And that is great for me because I've already picked up the leg day perk. And there's my strength going up. So now I should be strong enough that's comfrey. More nettles, more dandelions, thistles. That is a nettle. I think that's everything in there. All right, now that we've done that, in actuality, that is a good place to go to later on. If you need some extra components when you come through here, just pop in there, pick a bunch of it, and you're all good. Brother Nicodemus is still here.
It's done.
Did you weed the...
Not a leaf.
I'm glad to hear. I'm going to...
Good luck to you.
And oh, I can go get the Moldavite now. I'll wait until after dude comes back. if I look around, I can grab a couple bandages to replace the 10 I left behind. I wonder if he says anything if you're with him. Doesn't seem like he actually says anything, but he does. It is kind of nice he does actually walk over, take a look.
Were you satisfied with my weeding?
You're a fine fellow. Truly, I couldn't have done a better job myself. You're a herbalist at heart. Here's the reward. You earned it. Good luck to you.
Yeah, I'll do that later when I'm a little bit better off.
Yeah.
Now, the one thing I think would be kind of cool is if the engraver or whoever he is, this dude up here, I mean, you're getting this advanced crown from him. Be neat if you could actually come in here and get other jewelry.
What about the...
I'm a man of my word. Thank the Lord you found that.
Farewell.
But now I can't even talk to him. I can't talk to his apprentice. You can talk to the apprentice at some point in time for a quest, but that's about it. And then you've got our fields of vegetables. A lot of these I don't recognize off the top of my head. Plus, I believe it's supposed to be fall in the timeline. And so whenever you're coming here, everything that's been planted, most of it would have been picked, except for the cabbages. Because this is probably the second or third cabbage crop that they've had. We'll head into town.
Yeah.
And we'll do the... We'll meet up with them at night. And we'll call it quits after that. And that was me not riding so well. I'll get a little bit away. And yeah, it can happen. You can start riding and get knocked off your horse. If you ever get a chance, one of the things that can definitely cause that is being ambushed on the road. You'll be riding along, there'll be a rope strung up, and you'll hit it. There are a couple quests that actually trigger it, and sometimes it just happens. Like that log that was across the road when I got when I ran into those bandits. It can happen just riding along the road, and it is actually fairly random when it happens.
May the Lord watch over you.
I'll buy both of those. I mean, he's check out some stuff. Other... I should buy a little bit of charcoal, because you sometimes need that for...
Let's have a word about the price.
Well... Since it's... Come now. Aye.
Oh, wow. Yeah, the use of any of the repair kits is based off of how expensive something is. So, like those noble boots, which are worth like, 1,000 groschen, really rip through the... rip through them. I'm going to kill some time. Actually, I should also start checking places like this. The bathhouse proprietor sometimes have skill books. Vitality skill book is and a bunch of potions. I really don't have a lot of money right now. I'm just gonna...
I'd like to make...
bath and laundry.
And my clothes need washing.
As you wish. Do you have the coin?
Fine. Here it is.
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied. May the Lord watch.
Yeah, going to the bath cleans you up the best. Moldavite. Still gotta kill some time. Don't think there's anything else I can do. I can go back and try to talk to this guy again. Sometimes you can go back to places where you had issues talking, and on the second try around, do better off. A lot more, you don't really have the choice. Let's see, Gravedigger, no. Boar, no. This is one of the worst feats you can take in this game, because it does not recognize the difference between somebody just standing there and somebody that's and somebody that you're actually fighting. So if you just go running through town, you can basically end up assaulting like half a dozen people just by running. Now, Headcracker. That is a great perk, because it basically just gives you a chance to flat out knock somebody out in the middle of a fight if you hit him over the head.
I hope I can be a...
I'd like to...
And I'd say I've nothing much...
Let's stop talking. I've heard...
What?
They say when you...
Spell! Good luck to you.
Nope. Not going to get anything else out of him. Probably still like a point down on all my stats. I probably will be until this wears off. He said after dark, so I'll take a couple hours off. Actually, I can go up here and read a bit. And then I can sell off a bunch of books. I'll read for 2 hours. I'll read for 2 hours, which will put me at 75, was it 80, 90%? sleep. For an hour or two. You know what? I should probably only sleep for 1 hour. I'll get up. I can't remember who we got. Townsend, farmhand, bunch of people from the town. How? I'm pretty nervous right now.
Around in the dark. Light a torch before the catch poles.
We'll see what's at the top of this here ladder. Might as well get in a little practice. Pick the bandage. Don't really need anything else from there. I do like at least how they have you negotiating the ladders. It doesn't have a... You just have to walk up to the ladder and use it to go up and down them. I know there are some games where going up and down a ladder is actually a pain. I think I can... That's probably going to damage my boots. But not much else. Although sometimes the hit box for these things is kind of... See what happens when I get to the top.
Don't kill me. I'll tell you everything.
Who are you?
I'm just a worker here. He told me that if I take care of you, then he'll forgive my debts. I didn't want to, but he forced me to do it.
Who sent you?
It was the Master Builder's helper. Young Smola.
What? He was supposed to be here as well.
He isn't. He went to the mill nearby when he found out Leshak was hiding out there.
Fuck. What am I supposed to...
I was aiming to miss. On purpose. I wanted to scare you off and then say I missed. Don't kill me, please.
I won't do anything to you. I'll leave you in the hands of the monastery law.
Thank you.
It was Mola, the Master Builder's apprentice.
Him? How do you know?
He sent someone to kill me, who confessed he was forced to do it.
That's a serious accusation. And this man he sent, will he testify?
He can. I hold him here. He'll confirm everything.
All right. I'll talk to him. And if he testifies...
And that's not even the end of it. Zmola's also set out to kill Leshek, who's hiding from him at the mill.
We have to stop that happening. I'll send the guards. I just hope they get there in time.
I'm gonna go see what happens. I haven't had this happen before. I've usually gone and chased him down myself, but having the guards go after him, I got to see what happens. I mean, they're guards. One guy's actually got a decent amount of armor on. The other guy's lightly armored. Smola might be able to take care of him. The other one, oh, he's gonna...
Surrender! You've committed a crime and I'm arresting you.
Shit! You fucked up there.
Bollocks!
Take that!
Hit him in the back of the head.
Well landed.
Oh, they're just going to run off and leave him. That's a nice sword you have there. What do you got? You got a door key and a trunk key. Lore books. Oh, wow. Okay, those are expensive. I want those. Yeah, that's expensive. Okay. Now, I'm going to head back to the inn. I'm going to sleep through the night. Hopefully I'll be mostly recovered by the morning. I'll go talk to people. Actually, you know what? I am going to go back in there. Because he had a trunk key. That might mean he's got something useful in here. There's Leshek. I'll grab those from him as well. Huh. There's probably someplace else that chest key works. But I won't worry about that right now. grab those. Actually, I should have enough bandages now. Okay, I did that book too. There's no other chest in here. Can't remember. Oh, hard. I might be able to block pick it. I can, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's much nicer looking sword. Let's head upstairs and get some sleep. And we will call it here. Tomorrow we will, our next episode, we'll go and finish up those quests. And make sure that everything is good back in Rattay. All the running around is actually pretty standard, and then go up to Ravna, find our missing priest, and ask him about things. And with that, I hope you have a good day, and thank you for watching. And goodbye.